Well, good evening. My name is David VATERS, and we're here to talk about and share something that I recently came across, my wife and I, um, a new technology that is really changing lives in numerous ways. Um, but our health is the most important thing, one of the most important things in our lives. And this product is amazing, uh, almost beyond belief. So tonight we're going to prove and show what this product does and bring on some people that have experienced the benefits of iTeraCare. It is a terahertz technology and has been available. Well, the technology has been around for many years, but this is the first time that it's been in a form where it's affordable and for the average person to obtain. So we're also starting a new platform here. So forgive us if it's a little clunky because it's the first time. So we're experimenting with um, StreamYard. And so bear with us. Um, Tonight we have some guests, and I'm going to bring on Andrea, if I can figure that out. Let's see how we do that. There's Andrea.
Hello.
And can I get me in there too? Oh, okay. Well, there's Ron.
Hey, Ron.
Hey, I love your Rick. Love your Rickenbacker, Dave.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Um, we can talk about
That again.
for sure. Okay, so Ron, you're joining the party right now.
Yes.
We're broadcasting on Facebook, on YouTube. I've got about 20,000 followers on social media, so who knows who will join us either during the live broadcast or afterwards, but everybody's welcome. And we were talking about iTeraCare and a product that is really needed today, really needed in society today, given all the, oh, there we are. Carol Merrill here. We'll show you this. This is the iTeraCare Classic 2.0, I believe.
Well, we get the 2.0 then. This is 2.0.
That's a 1
Oh,
point.
Okay. Andrea, maybe you could start off and just tell us a little bit about your story. And then I've got the clip of your husband, Kevin, and maybe we can run that and maybe we can pull Kevin in for a couple of minutes.
Absolutely.
Okay.
We can. Actually, I'll get you to meet Kevin now. And his May of 2021 when he had a vaccine injury. And
Sorry. Just trying to get you. There you go. Okay.
Perfect. So I can talk a little bit about Kevin's story for you. So Kevin began his journey back in May of 2021. And for 17 months, he couldn't walk very well. And he had an adverse reaction. So after 17 months of not having stability in walking, once he began using his iTeraCare 1.0, this is what we started with, and he went from just not being able to be steady on his feet and severe brain fog and wasn't doing too hot. Once he started this wand, about 3 days later is when the brain fog lifted and he began to be more steady on his feet. So it didn't take away all of the problems, but it certainly helped him with his stability. And I know that you have videos that you can show the before and after, which is fantastic. But I do want to show you the upgrade of the 2.0 version, which they've made better improvements on, such as the cord being a swivel cord. But you can see the difference between the new version, the 2.0, which has a hotter setting on it, as opposed to the original one. So they make it so that you can actually take it apart, put it into the case, and actually use it and carry it away. But it's using frequency
Okay, we've lost you, I think. Can we hear everybody else?
I can hear you.
I can hear you.
Okay, so we've lost audio.
Oh, are you still there?
Okay, you're back.
Weird. It just don't know what to say there.
Okay,
We'll just roll with it. So
right.
yeah, 2.0, Kevin uses it approximately 10 to 15 minutes a day, and I've used it to take away my plantar fasciitis that I had on my feet for 10 months that I couldn't put any weight on my foot, and it took it away. But if you want to show Kevin's video before and after, I know you have the video of him the day he started, and then I believe it was a week later. So you do have videos, and please share them.
Okay.
So, this is my body trying to fight balance with my weight. Okay, so if I push myself, I'll probably fall over because it'll fight to get my weight right. You know what I mean?
This is not funny. This is just crazy.
Yeah.
Andrea, could you describe?
Yep. This one here is in October here. The brain fog was so thick. He couldn't see, and his balance was really off using a scooter or a wheelchair. And stairs were very well. Service dog helped him with his ability.
Just sent you the link in case you lost it via email.
Really?
Look at you go. What a miracle. Doesn't this is the thing that he had to help him. So yeah, the iTeraCare wand has truly given him stability back to walk.
That's great.
Yeah.
Great. And you brought along Ron this evening, and Ron has a story.
And Ron has seen Kevin. He knew of Kevin, and he called me and said, "Can you please do a treatment?" So he came over, and the first video will be of him coming for his first treatment. And then the next video is him coming in for his third treatment. Would that be about a week apart, Ron?
About a week, yeah.
Okay, go for it. Let's see.
I don't have the video. Do you have the video handy?
Yeah, I've got it here.
Oh, wonderful.
Well, how are you? These are the famous stairs.
Yep.
Yeah, well, now I'm good this way, but if I go with this one,
Yeah.
I get tired.
Yeah, it does take a few minutes, eh?
Yeah.
I like that railing. It's nice and sturdy.
Yeah.
Ron?
Yes.
Get over here.
Okay, that was the first video.
Right.
And so, what were your issues at that time?
The issues at that time is just to back up a wee bit, Dave. I got my appendix out about a year and a half ago, and I started having gout issues, and I don't know why that started happening. But it started in my right big toe, and then what ended up happening, it diffused into the right foot. The whole right foot swole right up, and then within a couple of days later, went right to the kneecap. At that point, I was confined 100% to a walker. So do I have a few minutes just to share a few seconds with you?
Absolutely.
I've always been a Royal Rife, Dr. Royal Rife user for the last 5-6 years. And I've done a lot of research with Dr. Royal Rife where he cured 300 patients. I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. 14 fourth stage cancer patients with frequencies. Once he found out what the frequency of the parasite that was creating the cancers, he went in with it, the frequencies, and destroyed the parasites, and it cured those people. What ended up happening is the AMA destroyed all his data. And so now the future, which really surprised me about 30 years later when Dr. Einstein comes out and states that the future of medicine will be in frequencies. So what ended up happening is I've been following Kevin's story for 18 months and met them back at Riverside Park and mentioned about the Rife machine. But again, there was so much going on at the time that we've lost contact. And so when I saw what was going on with Kevin and his situation, I was totally amazed. I said, wow, the Rife machine works at 10 to the minus 6, and this works at 10 to the minus 12, which is terahertz. So I got in touch with Andrea, and she opened her home right away and said, yes, come and see this. But at that time, she only lives now 8 kilometers away from me. And so it worked out really well. So I crawled up the stairs. As you can see, I was in a lot of pain. And she did the first, that was the first time or the first wanding. I'm not quite certain. But after the second and third wanding, I was able to bounce up the stairs with no problem. And then I knew I was hooked. I was really hooked on the product because, like I said, I was a Rife user, and I believe in frequencies. I'm a musician. We all know with frequencies that with music, you can either make someone really happy with your music, very sad, or really upset.
That's right.
So
mostly upset when I play, but
so I'm sold. I really this unit really works well, and I've had other people come in with their testimonies and having some very good results with this frequency wand.
wonderful. Okay, so we've seen the first one there, and we're gonna again thank you for your patience with me here, because
And I thank Andrea. She wasn't for Andrea.
here you are now. Look at you.
Yeah.
How does that make you feel, Andrea? Or Ron?
Well, she it wasn't for Andrea, I wouldn't be climbing up those stairs.
Wow.
She was a godsend. She was a godsend.
You were sitting in the chair, and we wanted your hands, your feet, your head. We did it all for 2 minutes, and then he goes, "Yeah, can you wind my side? Can you wind this?" Yeah, so I think your first treatment was about 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, yeah, things worked really well.
That's amazing.
Our stuff.
So just to clarify, how long did it take between those two videos?
Well, you were coming for your third wanding.
I was coming for the third wanding. I didn't have my third wanding yet. That was the second wanding that was completed, and I was coming back for the third.
Yeah.
Wow.
Pretty
So
sure that you bought.
and then I bought one right away and became a distributor.
Okay, very well. We have, we'll get back to Andrea and Ron here in a little bit, but I'm going to bring on Geraldo. Geraldo is in Mexico, very successful businessman here in Merida. And you've had the wand about a week and a half or so?
A week and a half so far.
Can you tell us how you've done with it?
Well, I was kind of skeptical.
And you were very, very skeptical. You're a little bit of a skeptical person when it comes to the technologies and so on. When it comes to health, there's a lot of things that have been in Mexico that haven't worked out. But anyway, I'll let you speak.
Yeah, well, it's the thing is that if I feel since I don't have any serious illness, thank God. More things related to age and being overweight and doing jogging, and that you have tired muscles, sore back, knees, and that sort of things. And what happens is that I'm very skeptical of this because if I'm, this is a very small town, small city. Everybody knows everybody. So if I'm going to recommend something to anybody, it needs to work for certain. So
right.
I'm kind of skeptical and want to see objectively the results. So what I did, since I got all these minor things related to age and so uh, so I went ahead, bought a wand, and started wanding. Yes, the sore back muscles, the knees, and everything so far has gotten better. I cannot say that. I mean, I've been using it daily. In the morning, I give myself 20 minutes, half an hour of wanding the hands, then the feet, the lower back, the back of the knees, the upper back, and the back of the neck. And I had I so sorry, my English is not that good, but I had kind of like lifted something that was very heavy, so I couldn't raise this hand very much. So what I did is wanded this, and I mean, the pain there or the mobility came back completely after 2 sessions, and the pain it took a bit longer, but the mobility was there. And so it has happened today. I went running for a long distance yesterday. Normally, after doing that, then my back hurts and my knees. The back pain and knee pain is gone away. Uh, so it's little by little I'm getting better. I mean, I feel great. I was telling David earlier today that I'm even walking more straight than I'm not slouching or I don't know. It's just kind of and I end up feeling better than I did than a week and a half ago.
And like you said, you didn't have any serious issues, but you had your aches, you had your pains, you had some minor issues,
Yeah.
and like I had tennis elbow, and it usually takes 5 days, 6 days to iron out, and after two wandings within an hour of each other, I kind of just went home and forgot about it. And around midnight, I noticed I had 100% arm mobility, no pain, and it's gone. It hasn't come back. And again, that is awesome for me. It's not a serious illness, but if I can live without having that pain every once in a while, then it was great for me. And I am noticing some other things with my blood pressure normalizing and so on. I don't have the full
That you get used
report.
to. There are these little pains that you get used to live with them, but in time they
Right.
become. We say it in Spanish, chronic. That's something that every time gets worse and worse and worse, especially as one gets older, it
Mhm.
starts getting
Yeah.
worse. But
Yeah. Exactly.
I
That's
feel
good. That's a great point.
better. Yeah,
Yeah. Well, it's just as a preventative
yeah,
to keep you out of the hospital, out of the doctor's office, and so
yeah.
on. Um, uh, and we'll just let's go to Pidge here for a moment. Let's see if I can. Do I have you on mute? Okay. Uh, Pidge, how are you, Pidge?
I'm good. How are you?
Great, great. You've had the Welland for how long?
About 2 weeks.
Okay. And could you tell us a little bit about your experience and what you're finding?
Well, the first thing I have to say is that you've totally messed up my timetable because I'm sharing this with so many people. It's crazy.
Well,
Uh,
I should interrupt and say that Pidge is a health professional and a wellness professional and has helped out our family for many years. And so she was one of the first go-to people I wanted to tell about this technology. So go ahead, Pidge.
yeah. So the cool thing when you explained it, it's all about energy. And that's what I do in my business. I'm a bioenergy practitioner. So I deal with energy. I read people energetically. So it's been really fun for me to use the iTera wand on them. And I've seen just all kinds of really cool things just in the short demos, neck pain that gets gone, knees that feel better. Now, that's not a permanent solution, but it shows them that the wand really does something. But personally, I'm in excellent health. But I have had a spot on the back of my back, a scab that was fairly big, and I've never gotten it checked out or anything like that. I just never bothers me. But I noticed since I have been wanding, I just happened to feel it yesterday, and darn if that big scab is not as tiny as almost just the tip of an eraser. So I don't know what it's doing, but it's cool because it's slowly disappearing. And I've also seen some help. I happen to be going through very cold feet right now. I don't have neuropathy or anything like that. So I just wand my feet, and I'm finding that issue is releasing. So I'm very, very pleased with it, very excited.
So, as someone who deals with frequency a lot and so on, what are your thoughts on the actual technology?
Well, the technology is fabulous if you know that it's right between the far infrared and the microwave, and right in the middle is that terahertz. The 432 terahertz is actually the most healing frequency that there is. So, as my understanding is, the range of the terahertz frequency in the wand goes lower than that and higher than that. So you're getting this wonderful range of energy. And if you just do a little bit of research on what terahertz energy does, you'll be sold.
Mm-hmm. Great. Okay. Susan, are you just listening, or do you have something to share at all? How about you, Mike?
Mainly, I'm just listening. I've been going to Pidge for a long, long time, and she
Okay.
introduced me to the iTeraCare.
Okay.
So our first visit, my husband and I, she played around a little bit with the wand, and he immediately got rid of a pain right in the center of between his shoulders. It was immediate, and it hasn't come back.
Oh,
yeah.
Awesome.
So I'm learning. Thank you for letting me come to this today. So I'm learning. Thank you.
Okay, Susan. Mike, how are you tonight? Is he there?
I see him.
I think he has.
Mike Meeks is actually one that my sister Betty contacted about the wand.
Oh, okay.
And so he just got it.
Oh,
so
okay.
I don't know if he's had a chance to use it or not.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. So, Andrea, just to wrap up here, you have another video that you sent me. I want to just show this. There's two. There's a fellow had an arm problem.
I believe that's my father. He couldn't believe
I'm doing pretty good.
heaven. So I think, is it the one going around?
Yeah.
That's my father, Gary.
Okay.
We wanded his head, hands, and feet, and his shoulder for about 3 minutes. And 8 hours later, so there's only 8 hours between the first.
Can you lift your arm?
Yeah.
So like this one can work.
Go ahead.
He was in a motorcycle accident 4 years ago, and he had to lift his 4 years.
So there he's demonstrating how
Yep.
he can't lift it.
Right. So he sat down in that chair, and I wanded his hands each for 2 minutes, his feet 2 minutes, his head for 2 minutes, and then his shoulder for about 3 minutes. At the front of his shoulder, I only wanded the front half, and then 8 hours later is the next video.
Yes, we're ready. Go for it.
Okay, guess I'm back. It's 7 hours later. You won't believe this. What's this? Unbelievable. Like, I couldn't get my shirt off. I used to go like this and haul this arm out. I go like
This is where I had to edit out
take
the.
the arm out to get the
It's
shirt
okay.
off.
Don't get undressed in front of
No,
everybody.
sorry, I couldn't. And then I have to haul it over. But now I can take it right off.
Nice.
Watch. I can
Nice.
haul
Oh,
the
it's
arm
okay.
up.
It's okay. They saw. It's all good. Keep your clothes on, Dad.
Okay. Crazy.
Yes, we're ready. Go for it.
So I did another video with him that day when he lifted the chair. He had no strength in that arm either. He couldn't lift it. And then in the video 8 hours later, it's him lifting the chair up over his head. So he got strength back too.
Wow.
Yeah.
You live a fun life. People all coming over here and getting all tuned up, right?
Happy place. We have the official stair walk that I think is going to become very famous in all of our videos.
Okay. Now, can you tell us about this one here?
So that is our dog trainer, and she is very shaky, a little bit of anxiety, and she shakes a lot, but we've never said anything to her. And one day she came in and I told her, sit down, I'm going to wand you. So of course I painted her nails first because they drove me crazy. And then we wanded her, and it was only about, 15 minutes between the videos. And she went home with a wand and she loves it. Look at
Wow.
that anything. So she has gray hair and her hair is starting to thicken and grow in darker.
Well, actually, my wife keeps telling me that my hair is getting dark at the back, and definitely thicker.
Mm-hmm.
But that's so you don't know what the shaking was caused by. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Well, again, today was just a test of the technology and to share some stories, and it'll be posted on my. The link will still be up there on my YouTube site, even though it's a music site. People are going to be wondering what I'm doing. But as a musician, if there's any musicians who see this at all, I had sort of a arthritis. Where is the camera? Arthritis in my finger here, my index finger, and I was kind of worried that how am I going to be able to play guitar and piano and so on. And I wanded it 2 or 3 times, and it came back just a little bit about 4 or 5 days ago. I wanded it again; it's gone. And so, do you have any other experience, Andrea? You've got a large organization, I think over 3,000 people who have got a wand in their hand because of you. Have you heard stories or testimonies with regards to arthritis or fibromyalgia?
The one thing that this is not a medical device, and we cannot claim that this can cure or treat any diseases. However, many testimonies out there that this is helping with things, to help with inflammation, to help with pain. We're not supposed to give specific, names of what it can help with, but many different testimonies. When you go into our testimony group, you'll see the things that this wand is helping. Many things. I wish I could just start giving you the names of all the things that it's helping, but go into the testimonial groups and take a look and see, because there's many testimonies that people can talk about their testimonies. It's not considered a medical information.
As a disclaimer, this is not a medical device.
Right.
And you should always consult your medical professional with regards to using any therapies.
Exactly.
Can I just add something, if you don't mind?
Sure.
Talking about arthritis, I teach guitar. I also play piano. One thing I did notice that I thought my career was over for teaching, because I had arthritis also in my both thumbs, and I couldn't snap them. And by wanding the both thumbs and continuing on with it, I'm able now to snap my fingers with absolutely no problem and maybe 1% pain. Something else I noticed very quickly is that I had a cold sore where it was just starting to blister, and I caught it the first day, and I wanded it twice in that day, and the actual blister was gone in 7 hours. So I've seen some really good results with it, and so I've also have customers seen some good results. So I'm going to pass this back to you, Dave or
Right.
Andrea.
Right.
That's-
And one last note, at least I have, is this is a therapy. A lot of people are getting some immediate results. Some people are getting in hours, in days,
We-
but it could be weeks and it could be months to get your desired results. So this is something that we're really excited about. We thank you for viewing. We thank all our guests here tonight for participating. It's been fun, and we'll be doing it again soon. So stay tuned, and thank you all. And good night.
Thank
Good
you,
night,
David.
Dave.
Bye bye.